probably could have expected that kind of effort from P.J. Tucker.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. No, I expected that that type of physical play, and that's the way this league's about, to win. The way we competed down the stretch with that group is the physicality. You got to play against a very high-powered offensive team like Boston and everybody else we play. That's the way we. It's not a finesse game. It's not pretty. We knew it was going to be a grinded-out game. We were down 17, and nothing but grit and grime and hard work and want to was what that was about.
With PJ out there, you're able to switch an awful lot. You got him on.
And also with Serge. Serge was able to do a lot with those guys. But just the physicality. This is a physical game, and you got to be able to move your feet. And that group that was in there was doing that and gave us an opportunity to switch, corral a little bit with Thomas, and did a good job.
Was it surprising that you're able to put two brand new guys
No,
on your team? No.
Again, we're fighting for our lives. We're every game, every possession, we're fighting for our lives. And like I told the guys, it's an earn it league. There's nobody that I respect the guys we have here, but guys have to earn it, and we're fighting for something. And we got a pretty good rotation, but again, I'm going to go with the guys that are fighting, scrapping on both ends of the floor. I was glad we started moving the ball a bit. I thought at the beginning of the game the ball got stagnant, and everybody's kind of thinking, where should I be, what should I do, where should I go, instead of just playing basketball. And again, until we get a rhythm, until those guys get integrated into what we're doing, it's probably going to be a little helter-skelter offensively.
With the offense starting off slow, as you mentioned, and Kyle out, what can you say about the effort you got from DeMar?
Well, it wasn't going to be pretty. We was going to have to spread it out, attack, draw and kick, attack again, and try to get something from that. I thought we did a good job with that in the second half, much better in the second half than the first half. Again, I thought everybody's kind of feeling out where to go, what to do, instead of just playing basketball. And I thought they did that. And again, it's going to have to be that way until we get a rhythm of understanding offense, understanding what to do, instead of having to coach through each play like we did down the stretch.
Corey stepped in and did a pretty good job on
Corey, he did. And again, the switching allowed us to give him some help. He could press up a little bit more, knowing that he had Serge there to switch, PJ there to switch. I thought DC did a good job. They all did a good job of being flexible enough to be able to switch a lot of that stuff and be physical. The key whole thing, Michael, was physicality. Into them, they felt us legally. Those guys set the tone. Those were men rebounds down the stretch, and the physicality was there. And that's where we got to play if we're going to be relevant.
How different is your defense when you have that many versatile guys up front who can?
It's defense. Again, we can switch. We can do a lot of different things. We weren't switching the whole time, but in some of the possessions we were switching. Some we blitzed a couple of possessions, but it gives you that flexibility to do that. And then we have a different look when Jonas is in the game. We're more of a traditional pick and roll defense. So, but again, I like the way we compete. And again, it's one game. We got to now turn it back again. Enjoy. I told the guys enjoy it to midnight. And then let's start thinking about Portland, because we're in for a 24-game marathon right here.
Corey's game seemed to change, at least from my perspective.
I beg your pardon, Steve?
Corey's game seemed to change after he got into that altercation of sorts with Isaiah Thomas. And at that point, it was like...
Corey's a competitor. I love his fight, his competitiveness, his ability to fight and scratch. I don't think he had to do that to get going, Steve. You don't have to say giddy up to Corey. Anything, say whoa to him. And, he's one of those guys that really gets after it and just plays. And I thought he did an excellent job tonight. And those are big shoes to fill for Kyle being out. I mean, that's not easy. A guy that does so much for our team as Kyle does, and now you come in and replace him. For DeLon and Corey and, even Fred VanVleet's got to be ready, because it's going to take that whole committee until we get him back ready to play. I thought he did an excellent job. I thought he gave us some flexibility to be able to switch some things, to blitz some things, to cover a lot of ground. Again, Jonas is still our starting center, but Bach at the 5 gives us a different look.
You got Pat back. You kind of easing him in.
Yeah, got some silly fouls, and he got quick foul trouble, kind of hurt us a little bit. But glad to have him back. He knows he'll get his rhythm back too offensively. He's not there yet. A guy's been out 3 weeks, and so it's going to take him a little time to get back and get going. But he's one of our glue guys. He's one of those guys that could have been in there at the end. Those fighters and scrappers that can play down the stretch too.
Dwane, was there any sense of a statement against Boston?
No statement. That's 1 of 25. We got 24 more to go. We got a lot of basketball left to be played, a lot of different type of games to be played. They're going to be won in different ways, different groups. And like I told you guys, everybody has to be ready to pull their weight. I'm not holding any prisoners. The coaching staff, we're going with the guys that are getting the job done for that game. And every game is going to be different. So. But again, we have to have that type of scrap that we had tonight.